Hi, I'm Nick from Tabletop Duo, and today you will learn how to play Uno Flip. Let's start with the setup. Uno Flip has two deck sides. The light side has white edges while the dark side has black edges. Make sure all the cards of each side are facing the same way. Place the deck with the light side face down. Each player draws a card. The player with the highest number is the dealer. Action cards count as 0. Shuffle the deck and deal 7 cards to each player. Players should hold the cards with their light side facing themselves. Place the remainder of the deck with the light side face down to form the draw pile. The top card of the draw pile is turned over to begin a discard pile. And now you're ready to learn how to play. The object of the game is to be the first player to get rid of all the cards in your hands until you accumulate 500 points. The player on the left of the dealer goes first. Play then proceeds clockwise unless the cards change the order. On your turn, you must match a card from your hand to the card on top of the discard pile, either by number, color, or symbol. If a player does not have a card that matches the one on the discard pile, they must take a card from the draw pile. Make sure to match the card you draw with the same side as the other cards in your hand. If the card you draw can be played, you are free to play it down on the same turn. Otherwise, play moves to the next player. Action cards. A draw one card forces the next player to draw one card and skip their turn. The reverse card reverses the direction of play from clockwise to counterclockwise and vice versa. The skip card makes the next player skip their turn. The draw one, reverse and skip cards can only be played on a matching color. The wild card can be played on any color, and the player who plays it gets to choose a color for the next player. The wild draw 2 card matches any color and when played, forces the next player to draw 2 cards from the draw pile and skip its turn. The player who plays this card gets to choose the color that continues play. However, a player may only play this card when they do not have another card in the hand that matches the color on the discard pile. Players can bluff and play it even if the rule is not respected, but if another player challenges the play, the challenged player must show their hand. If a challenged player is innocent, the player that challenged must draw 4 cards. If a challenged player is guilty, they must draw 2 cards instead of the player affected by the card. The flip card is played on a matching color or on another flip card and makes every player flip their hands, the deck, and the discard pile from the light side to the dark side until another flip card is used. The dark side plays exactly like the light side. The difference is that the colors are now pink, teal, orange, or purple. The reverse and wild cards use the same rules as their counterparts on the light side. Skip every one card is played on a matching color or on another skip every one card, and when played, all players are skipped and whoever played the card starts a new turn. The wild draw color card can be played on any color and forces the next player to draw cards until they get a color of your choosing and lose their turn. However, you may only play this card when you do not have another card in your hand that matches the color on the discard pile. If a player suspects that a wild color card has been played illegally, they may challenge the player. If guilty, the challenged player must draw the cards until they get the chosen color instead. However, if the challenged player is innocent, the other player draws cards until they get the chosen color plus an additional 2 cards. The draw 5 card is played on a matching color or on another draw 5 card and forces the next player to draw 5 cards and miss their turn. Now let's talk about the end of a round. When a player plays their next to last card, they must say Uno to indicate they have 1 card left. If they don't say Uno and they are caught before the next player begins their turn, they must draw 2 cards. Once a player has no cards left, score the points according to the cards your opponents are left holding. The first player to reach 500 points wins. And that's how you play Uno Flip. If you like Uno, check these other tutorials on the right. Wanna suggest a how to play video? Leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe to Tabletop Duo. See you next time!